When we think of church, many people envision a building, a place of worship, pews, a pulpit, a pastor, a traditional choir, and this. The church is so much more than a building. It's the people ministering and preaching the word of God, meeting people right where they are and saving souls. My name is Pastor Frederick Arnold Allen, and this is Saved by the Cross.
Unalienable right to life and liberty and the pursuit of happiness, those rights were stripped from college kids in Blacksburg and Santa Barbara and from high schoolers at Columbine and from first graders in Newtown. First graders. And from every family who never imagined that their loved one would be taken from our lives by a bullet from a gun. Every time I think about those kids, it gets me mad. And by the way, it happens on the streets of Chicago every day. So, all of us need to demand a Congress brave enough to stand up to the gun lobby's lies. All of us need to stand up and protect its citizens. All of us need to demand governors and legislators and businesses do their part to make our communities safer.
I am standing on the corner of 5th and Madison. It is said to be one of the toughest and dangerous corners in the city of Wilmington. At the same time, there's a center that is a champion of the success of children, youth, and families. Take a walk with me inside the center so we can see exactly how the center is operating and helping our youth today. I'm sitting here at Williams Hicks Anderson Community Center with Mr. James Lane. Mr. James Lane, can you please tell us a little bit about what you do here and the impact this center is having on its community and the families?
Yes, sir. My name is James Lane, Director of Parks and Recs for the City of Wilmington. I view Hicks as a valuable component to the West Center City community. We have numerous programs. We offer food, feeding for the youth in the community. So, and also we have a clothing closet here. We have games, activities. We have tutoring programs. We have mentoring programs, and we have a cooperative effort with a lot of different community groups here. Some of the groups, some of the fraternities and sororities also come in to support our programs here. So we offer a holistic approach to the child, the family here at the center.
Mr. James Lane, we know that this is a dangerous neighborhood. West Center City is dangerous and it's tough for families to live here, and for your volunteers that may come here to want to help. Is it really that dangerous as society is proclaiming it to be, as the news is proclaiming it to be? Is it really that bad over here?
I would totally disagree with that statement. I think we're a safe haven for the community, for the kids here. No community is exempt from crime. We might have a few extra murders here or whatever, but I just think overall this is not a bad community. There are issues here, but overall this is a safe community. I grew up here.
Mr. James Lane, we know that West Center City is stereotyped to be a dangerous and tough neighborhood within the news. Is that a true statement or is that a false statement?
I'm going to classify it as a false statement. This community is like any other community in the city. There's good, there's bad, so every community has those elements. I defend what we do here at the center. I think it's a great place. I think it's a safe haven for our kids. We provide numerous activities for our kids. We do tutoring, swimming, basketball. We have a feeding program. We also have a Family Matters program here that addresses the other needs of the child besides the basketball and the football, etc. So we're meeting the whole needs of the child and the family. We do a great job here, I think. Yes, sir.
Mr. James Lane, can you tell us the ages ranges that this community helped from infants or to adulthood? Can you give us an idea of what type of children that we're helping here?
Yes, sir. We do a broad range of clients here at the center. I would say from the age of 4 through 50. We have, when I talked previously about the feeding program, we have different events here. We had the seniors here for Thanksgiving. We had a senior day here. We had about 300 seniors we fed. On Christmas Day, we're doing a homeless breakfast here. We're going to have maybe about 400 homeless people come in. Last week, we had another group come in and feed the homeless. So we're supporting our community through different activities and events we're having. So we have a broad range of age here. We have a tutoring program. We have a job readiness program here. So when I talk about what we do here at the center, it crosses the whole gamut of ages to meet the family needs. We're trying to make a positive impact on the community itself.
Do you believe that you, as a father, leading and championing these children is making an impact on this community and the families within this community?
I do, sir. And you know, I need you to understand that I grew up in this community, so this is my community. You know, I grew up single-headed mother household, the whole 9 yards, so I understand what some of these kids are going through. I understand what some of these families are going through, but I consider myself a role model. I could tell you if I can make it, anybody can make it. So, you know, people walk around preaching about this and that, but if you live the life and you know how you could overcome that, you could be a perfect role model. And as a result of my background, I empathize with the young people that come in here, and I try to understand them because I've been there myself also. So that, you know, I think, again, I'm proud of what we do here. I know we get a lot of negative comments about what's not happening here, but we have so many different activities, so many kids. I think last month we averaged about 200 kids here for the whole month. So, yeah, I'm proud of the fact that, you know, I have the mayor's support, what we do, so I'm just proud of what we do at the center, that's all.
So, Mr. Lane, James Lane.
Yes, sir.
Can you tell us exactly how we can, as a community of Wilmington, help this center to help others within this community and around the state and the world? How this community is an example of what is it doing for the world?
I think one of the things we need to do, and the community itself, I like to get more volunteers here. I like people to come in and see what we do, what the center looks like. I want to get rid of that negative stereotype out there. Come in, support our center, come in and be role models for our kids. We got a lot of great people out in the community. The kids need to see you in reality. Come out and talk to the kids. You can walk in that door any day of the week, come in and be a mentor for a child. That's all. I want kids and adults to have a positive outlook for life. That's what I strive for here at the center.
Thank you, Mr. Jane. It was a pleasure talking to you. Now, to follow up, can we have a tour of the facility and
Yes, sir. Won't be a problem.
see what we're working with?
Okay.
Hi, I'm Abdullah Muhammad. I am the tutoring coordinator for the William Hicks Anderson Community Center. We have a program where we are working with children from the 3rd grade up to the 9th grade. And what we try to do is help them with their homework. And we do a little special, what we call mini lessons, to try to help them with different exercises that they may not be able to do well in school. And so we do this in 2 rooms. Actually, we'll be starting next year. We'll be having 2 separate rooms where we can work with students who need individualized help. And then we also have a larger room where we work with children as a group. And we try to do individual reading. We do contests, spelling bees, and math contests. So we give the children an opportunity to really compete. And that way they can see what they're good at and what they're not good at in competition with their peers, and we find that to be a very active thing. In addition, we're giving them a free coupon to McDonald's for a value meal when they put in at least 3 hours of work in the tutoring center. So it's been a very good incentive. We're getting a lot of kids now coming in and really putting forth a good effort.
Thank you.
So we're very happy about that.
Okay, Mr. Muhammad, thank you for telling us exactly what you do here. But what is it that you need to strengthen the program and to help the youth even further than what we are helping them today?
Well, if we could get adult volunteers, right now we're using some of the students that are peer instructors. We use them as peer tutors, and they work with the older kids, work with the younger kids. But right now we can get more parents, particularly parents that are having difficulties with helping their children with their homework. They get a chance to be in the room with them, see how we do it, so that they can have more confidence to do it with their child at home, because we really need parents to be more of that first line caregiver as far as helping with homework. But if we can get adult volunteers in, we even give a coupon to the volunteers that come in to help us. Since we're not able to pay them, we're able to give them at least a coupon so they can have lunch on us. So that's one thing we like to do. As far as Mr. Lane has been very gracious about getting all of the equipment I need for the room. But right now we're trying to get the library together with the books so that we can loan books out to students and they can bring back. But until we get all of our books into a system, we really can't allow them to take it off the premises. So that's another thing. We need volunteers for helping put the library together, volunteer to work with the children, but particularly having parents come in and watch their children, work with their children in the center. I just want to also mention that we have rules that we have for the center, but you'll notice there's no I don't. There's no don't do this or don't do that. It's all about acceptable work habits, and it's a pledge. It's all about what they will do. So they come in and they're already getting a mindset of what they will do rather than what they won't do. And this is something that we're trying to promote to get the positive attitude, because the kids in this neighborhood really need a positive attitude about learning. And this is one way we think we can get that. And our motto here is the last number 11, if it is to be, it is up to me. We need students to actually understand no one else can make them or help them do anything that they're not willing to do themselves. So they have got to get their mind in gear to do it for themselves.
I will not let others define who I'm supposed to be.
Exactly. That's all about their self-motivation. It's about self-esteem. Don't let anyone try to put you in a category or call you someone or something that you know you're not, because this is the way you prove that you can be something other than what people think of you as being.
How you doing, Mr. Diggs? Can you tell us a little bit about what you do here and about the program that is being run here?
Yes, this is our computer lab, which actually is a two-fold process. In the mornings, we have our adolescents and older clients come in to do job search. We're partnered with the Department of Labor in Delaware JobLink, where they can also do job searches, filling out resumes. And in the afternoon, our clients, or kids from the neighborhood and the communities come in, play educational games, do their homework, or just general research on the computers. So we actually serve a two-fold process.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Diggs. And we see that we have somebody here today. Excuse me, may I know your name?
Devin Brown.
Can you tell us a little bit about what you're doing here?
Basically, just utilizing the computer today.
Okay, do you do this often?
Yeah, I come up here. I'm unemployed right now, so this is internet access. So I've been coming to this center for a while, basically since I was a kid. So I'm still using facilities.
Do you believe that this center is having an impact on you and the family in these communities?
This computer room?
This community center.
Oh yeah. Well, it's I would be a little biased, because like I said, I've been coming here since I was like 9. So yeah. So of course I think it's something good for the community.
Just one more question. Do you think that there's any improvement that we can do for this community?
Oh yeah, there's always room for improvement. Because everybody have different ideas, and yeah, and sometimes we just gotta be open to one another, and that's the improvement we need to make to not necessarily in the programs and all that all the time, but how we deal with one another. That's the improvement area that we need to work on as a community.
Thank you, Mr. Devin. It's highly appreciated. Mr. Diggs, is there anything else that you would like to share with us about the community center?
Yes, we'd like to share the fact that we do daily job searches. If you look at our board, we have job postings that rotate daily and weekly. I personally look up different types of jobs for the different individuals coming in and out of the center, and I post them. They come in, they find the jobs, they apply online or physically take their application to the employers. And what we're also trying to do is we're starting a computer class for our older generation, because the kids know more about computers than the grown-ups do now. But we're trying to spread some knowledge, give them computer access, and hopefully if they don't have a computer, we can possibly find a donation or something to that effect that will help them better themselves.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Looking to become an MMA fighter? Train with the absolute best Delaware has to offer. Check out the Coalition. The Coalition is an elite MMA team developed by the best for you to become the best. Learn to anatomically break down your opponents in the cage with the effective, elusive striking of the MBJ Athletics Training Center. At Triple Threat Combat Sports, Delaware's only Yamasaki-affiliated program, you will learn degree grappling, the no-nonsense, most comprehensive form of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and a raw, pounding style of MMA striking. Team Coalition gives the best of both worlds. Two gyms, one program. Team Coalition.
Life is about taking risk, advocating for who you are and what you believe in, no matter the circumstances. That is a risk.
Jungle Beats, holla at me.
This show highlights life and the risks people are willing to take to enjoy it. From food, fashion, sports, entertainment, and daily conversations. The Advocate gives the people of Delaware a platform to tell their stories, and it's not always perfect.
And I've been in foster care for about 4 years now.
But it's worth it.
I'm Jamila Mustafa, host of the new web series, The Advocate. We're here in Wilmington, Delaware, to see what these citizens are advocates for.
My name is Amir Saunders, and I think the violence should stop.
I'm an advocate for the August Quarterly Festival.
I'm an advocate of peace, love, happiness, compassion for the next man, respect for all women, respect for children.
My name is Epec, and I am an advocate for doing the right thing and taking the city back, making it a good place for all of us.
I'm an advocate for people to be what they want to be, like do what they want to do in life. I think people shouldn't stop because somebody tells them not to do it. You should keep on going and keep on doing what you want to do and believe in.
I'm an advocate for fishing. Yeah, it keeps people out of trouble, kind of saved my life. Take a kid fishing, show them something different, get them outdoors.
I'm Jamila Mustafa, host of the newly anticipated web series, The Advocate, also featured on Channel 28, Wednesdays at 5:30 p.m. We want to know, what will you be an advocate for?
we have a senior citizen center here also.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Man, your name?
My name is Chaim Rezon.
Can you tell us about what they do here? I mean, what's happening here?
What's happening here between the hours of 8 and 1, that's the morning, we have adult swim and swim training. A lot of people come in and they start up in the weightlifting gym. They come down here for the stretching exercises. We have mats. They do calisthenics. We also have weights and other things. Mainly from 8 to 1. That's mainly what people do here. From 1 until 7:30, when the swim team, Women's and Friends, school Women's and Friends is not using the pool, excuse me, yeah, free swim. Also, Ed has his water aerobics class.
Is free swim for the community?
Yeah, everything that's offered here is open to the community, the direct community, and the community at large. The free swim means that there's not a program such as lap swim, or you just come in and do whatever you feel like doing.
Do it normally cost to use the pool?
No.
Okay. Is there any way that we can make an improvement here, or anything that you see that could be done better?
Improvements in what can be done better. Generally, like we are in the process of doing the improvements that I've seen when I first came on. We're in the process of getting those together. As far as things that can be done better and that we are doing better, is implementing programming and actually recruiting people to come in and say do the morning swim. Also, we're looking into a lunchtime, some type of program for lunchtime. Number one thing is I would say that we can be doing is more recruiting people to come in, as far as advertising what programs we have. That's pretty much it.
This is a pretty big size pool here. Can you tell us the size of the depth of the pool?
The depth starts at 3 and it progresses to 10 feet. Also, the length of the pool is 25, one length. That's down and back is 50. That's 50 yards. It's a normal, like, competition-sized pool for like a high school.
This is one of the biggest pools in Wilmington, Delaware, is it?
Yes. Not the deepest, but the biggest.
Okay. And you have many people that come here to use this pool?
Yes. Last year at opening, the very first opening day, we had 172.
Wow, that's a lot of people. Wow, thank you. Thank you for sharing this information with us. We truly appreciate it.
You can see this is our teen lounge. This is geared towards our teenagers 13 to about 18, 19 years of age. This is open every day, 5 days a week from about 3 until 8 at night when we close. So you can see this is a different activities that geared towards our older teenagers. So, and we average about 15 to 20 young folks down here every day also, both male and female, so they're both allowed to come down.
My name is Corey Jenkins. I run the fitness center over at William Hicks Community Center. We have various programs and activities for adults and young adults as far as weight training and strength conditioning. And we have different equipment, different ellipticals, different treadmills, different styles and variation of weights. We also have a mat and cardio and ab area on the backside around the wall too. So the age group that we have, the people that come in here, roughly the time I come in at 8 o'clock in the morning is probably 25 to probably 45, almost 50 years old, is that specific age range from the morning to the early afternoon and like that. No, it's free. It's free.
Weight training team?
Yeah, we have an annual competition that we do with the city. We have it at Rodney Square in October. So it's a strength and conditioning tournament.
What type of improvements do you see that can be done down here for any volunteers or any type of help?
Well, just the improvements is just a couple more pieces of equipment. That's all. Extra equipment is always a help and not a hindrance. You know, so this is a piece or two here and there. It was always a big help.
My name is Terry Hill. I've been associated with the William X. Anderson Center since about 1986. I used to be the fitness instructor here years ago. This is one of the best kept secrets of the city down here that not too many people know about. This fitness center has been instrumental in helping a lot of the student athletes achieve higher levels, scholarship programs. We have some pictures of some of our successful athletes over here that made it to the pros. We have Jamie Duncan from Christiana High School, middle linebacker for Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He was alongside Warren Sapp and I forget Brooks, and Brooks, one of the linebackers there too. Numerous guys here, college, Division I. We just had one that recently that trained here partially. Let's see, Paul Warlow. He's playing for the Atlanta Falcons right now, middle linebacker, very successful, doing really well. You're from the University of Delaware.
So you believe that this gym is a positive, great positive impact?
Oh, wow. You know, not just on athletic, providing athletic enrichment and opportunities for some of the students, but just inspiring their character to be better. You know, to believe in themselves, to work hard, that they can be successful. A lot of successes come out of here and unspoken, not just from the athletic point of view. We've had doctors, lawyers, that this has helped enrich their lives and put them on the right road, and you know, we're very proud of that. It goes unsaid sometimes. No glitz and glitter come from down here, only just the fulfillment of seeing them achieve success in their lives and become good people.
Daryl Manlove. I'm Jim. I do whatever needs to be done in this building. I'm a lifeguard, help in the fitness room, I help in the gym. Right now I'm in the gym at the present time. We have different programs going out, workout programs, basketball programs for the young adults, you know, the ones that are either on night shift or don't have a shift to work right now, but they come here to get some kind of activity, you know, in the gym and the weight room and the swimming pool also. Got all kinds of physical fitness activities for them to participate in. You know, I've been coming since the door opened. I've been in this building. I think I was a 13, 14-year-old kid my first day in here, and I've been in this building ever since then. This building is a must for the people of this community to help control what the chaos that go on. You must keep this building open. It must be kept open. This problem will escalate out of control if this building is shut down in any way. in any way, because the 150, 200 people that comes through here every day, children need this. A lot of them don't eat, they come here to eat. A lot of them do their homework here. You got great programs to help you further yourself, as far as weightlifting and tutoring programs and everything in here, and they help feed the homeless and everything else in here. This building is a diamond in the rough. People don't understand how important this building was. This building kept me out of a whole lot of trouble, a whole lot of trouble,
Okay, thank you. So do this gym and this center is a tremendous impact on the community. And you believe that it's keeping crime and murder and other things in check. But let me ask you, being that this is the most dangerous neighborhood, as far as what the newspaper is saying, do you believe that this neighborhood is really as dangerous as people assume it to be?
This neighborhood, it is what it is. This neighborhood is in the heart of the ghetto. There's lack of jobs, lack of training, lack of funding. So the best way to make $1 is through the hustle. Now, we can't control what goes on outside of the building, but in this building itself, this is a safe haven. This is probably the safest place in the city. Inside, we can't control the chaos that go on outside. That's another problem we have to deal with, but the people, when they come in here, they feel safe. They feel safe, We have armed guards, we have police presence, and they do what they can do,
So, is there any type of suggestion that you would give to control the violence or the trouble outside of these gates?
You need to make jobs. You need to create jobs. You need to bring companies in to create jobs. Now, how they're going to do that, I don't know. What's the incentive to bring a big company here? I can't answer that question. I know when I was young and this building had factories and banks and stuff right across the street and everything was right here, we didn't have crime rate. As them vendors and them companies started moving out of the city, then the crime rate went up because we no longer had place for the blue collar to work here. There was no place for them to work. Everything was moved out of the city. So, you must be able to train and educate. If you want the crime to stop, you got to create jobs. And you got to make jobs where these people can get them. You got to help the people instead of incarcerating them and keeping them there. Train them while they're there. Like a Job Corps type situation. Have them doing jobs where they can better themselves when they come out. And then we won't have this much crime and stuff. It will drop. I'm almost sure it will be a tremendous drop in crime if we create jobs for everyone.
Can y'all tell me how y'all feel about this gym?
I think it's good for the kids, keep them off the streets.
Yeah, keep them off the streets. I've been here since I was 15. It's a nice place to be.
It's a good addition to the community.
Wow, thank you. Is y'all part of a league that's in this gym?
No, I'm not.
No. I'm 22.
24.
I'm 20.
20?
41.
20. I hate to be interrupting your game, but yeah, you want me to ask you some questions? You got something to say? Oh, you don't want no questions? Well, the thing here is that we're trying to promote the gym for the children that we don't want them to be lost. We want them to grow and be inspired to become something more than what they are today. And maybe your words can inspire somebody to do something different, to change their life instead of joining the gang, instead of committing crime and committing murder and wind up in a cell for the rest of their lives and destroying not only their families but the family of the person that they may have hurt. But we, not just for in here but also on the streets, but we as a team, as a family, because we are all family, have to help each other. We got to build each other, not destroy each other by promoting the wrong things, but the right things. And this is why I stepped out to ask questions so that we can help each other. Because if we don't step up and help each other, who's going to help us? Because when you're sitting in this jail cell and your friends that you was running with, they don't send you a letter. They don't even ask your mother how you doing. But when you come home, they want to give you a blunt. They want to give you a liquor. And they want to introduce you back to the same thing. They got you in jail the first place. So maybe if we could inspire somebody else not to take the path that we may be taking, we could also inspire ourselves to change the direction that we're going because we're helping somebody else. Because we now know that we are a role model for somebody else. That's why I asked the questions. But I didn't want to interrupt y'all game. I just wanted y'all to feed the community, to feed the kids that's hungry for something. And we want them to be hungry for something that's positive. Stay in school?
Stay in school. No, stay off the street.
Got any words that you want to share with the community? Your words, not mine.
Go to the gym more and stop staying out all night. You know?
Stop trying to be like everybody on TV, you know. Be yourself. Like, everybody don't got to be a thug, you know. Like, that's not the way to go. You feel me? I'm 24. You know, I never smoked, never drank. Graduated college, you know. I got better things going on that I want to, you know, try to better my community. But it's hard, it's tough out here, you know, trying to talk to these kids, but they don't know no better.
Well, you're doing it right now. You're doing a good job.
I'm trying.
So I'm sure they're going to see you.
Stay focused, stay humble, man. Keep praying to the man upstairs.
Amen. Thank y'all for your time and patience. All right.
My name is Edward Johnson. I'm the physical activity coordinator here at Hicks Hands Community Center.
Tell us what's really happening here.
What's really happening here is that there's a lot going on inside the center, and a lot of people don't realize what's going on in the center because what's going outside of the center. I've been here since '79, so, and I also live in the neighborhood. I live like a block and a half from here, so I've seen where the stuff is going on the outside, but the center's always been thriving inside. There's always been a lot of stuff going on. Behind the last couple of years, a lot of shootings and stuff just went down. But inside the center, we try to make sure that kids are safe. Even if we have to walk a kid home or a parent wants us to help them with something, we're always here to help them. The staff is always here to help them.
So tell me some of your dealings with this, some of the story that your story.
You know, what you were talking about, the good or the bad or all of them. Well, the good is, like I said, I've been here 70 times. I started off as a lifeguard, working my way up. And it's always been a place for me to help kids. Before here, I was at the YMCA for years, and then I came over here. So some of the bad things is I've seen the different fights outside. I see the different killings. I see the guys come from out of prison, you know, who comes here for a safe haven to try to help. I see some of the guys who come out of prison to give back. You know, they'll come in, they will talk to the kids, and they'll tell them, look, don't do what I've done. You know, do better than what I've done. So they're here to help. You know, we're losing a lot of them because what's happening is when they came out, they couldn't find a job, and they found jobs, so they don't come back as much, but they're always here. The guys are always here. We got guys in the community who's willing to help out, talk to the kids, work with the kids. I've seen some of the guys come in and they see a parent or somebody doing bad, sit down, talk to them. If it's necessary, if they got a couple dollars in their pocket, they will give them to them. You know, they do it. We all do that. We all do it. Like the other day, a kid needed a coat. We went and got him a coat. You know, we always give back to this community. And all the staff wants to do is make this a better place and inside and stop a lot of the garbage outside. Well, you know, it's kind of hard because this is a situation where, to me, and maybe I'm wrong, that it's been building up for years, and it's at the top. So it's going to take, as long as it took to build it up, it's going to tear it down. It's a time.
You know, they got to find out who the people are dealing, who the people are doing what they're not doing, and basically just got to be locked up. You know, they just got to be locked up. They got to be taken off the streets. And once they take them off the streets, it's gonna be a better place. It's always gonna be but this place is gonna be this. You'd be surprised sometimes when you come through here and see things that we do going on. Like yesterday, the lady that worked, Miss Pete works in the kitchen. She went out and got some stuff together, and they did cookies. They did Christmas cookies in here. You know, the kids were in the kitchen doing out, and it was a nice thing. Doing a lot of kids, but it was just something different. And that's what we try to find different things for different people to do.